Well, thank you very much, Alan, for meeting us today. And Alan Tennant, ladies and gentlemen, with the Calgary Real Estate Board. He is the CEO. And Alan is gracious enough to take a few minutes of his busy day to share with us some of his experience here at the board, explain to us what the board is all about. I want to ask you, Alan, as well, is what do you find in your experience as a good broker? So can you start with sharing with us a little bit about the board?
Sure, Camil, I'd be happy to, and it's a pleasure to join you today. You know, before I started in my career in association management, working here at the Calgary Real Estate Board as the CEO, I spent 26 years as an agent and a few years as a broker. So I think some of what I can share with you is from my experience, both from the do's and the don'ts categories.
Right.
But certainly it is interesting how the broker plays a really important role in our organization. We have just about 5,200 members, and included in that is nearly 300 brokers. So the brokers and the offices they run are a key part of our structure, basically. So we do look for the brokers to play a key leadership role, not only in our organization and by serving on our board of directors or as trainers and educators like you are, or as key members of committees. So we certainly do draw on our broker members a lot, but also we see the brokers playing a really key role with our membership as a whole. And I think the key three attributes that I see a broker needing to provide are education, support, and advocacy. And the key is for a broker to be doing those three things, I think, as a minimum, and the great brokers do all three at a very high level.
Right. So tell us a little bit about Calgary's market and also our environment here as a board and how we support the agents in the field.
Well, we've got a very dynamic marketplace. Calgary seems to keep winning accolades as being one of the top 5 places in the world to live. We have a fairly diverse economy where we do have a fairly heavy reliance on what we call the oil patch, but resource-related companies and industries in and around the Calgary and Alberta area. We do a lot of tourism, there's a lot of education, high-level education, so and a very strong service industry. So we have a fairly diverse set of clientele that our members are serving, and quite a range as well. So we have an economy that is certainly subject to anything that's affecting world markets and those kinds of things. So we pay close attention to what's going on out there. But in fact, as part of our role and our mission, basically, is to be the essential real estate resource for our members. But we find that to do that effectively, we have to provide services and products at a very high level. For example, we're one of the few real estate boards I'm aware of in North America that has a full-time economist. And her role is to be certainly monitoring global markets and trends within our city and provincial economy, but also putting together sets of data packages that our members can use. And
very important.
because our members, of course, have to explain what's going on in the world and the economy to their clients. So again, putting this into bite-sized pieces, customized pieces for the members to use in their daily life, and that's one of the important things that we do. The other thing is we focus a lot on the MLS system itself. The multiple listing service is something that our members rely on quite heavily, and it's probably the cornerstone service that we provide, and from that branches off a bunch of other side products and services, but it all starts with the multiple listing service. So with that, we provide a backbone, a system, a database, and we focus a lot on database integrity and maintaining it as a member-only database, but also all the business rules that come out of operating in the marketplace and using the database. So our members really feel passionately about the MLS system and the role it plays in their business. And we try to be good stewards and curators of the database, and of course adding in products and features and managing the flow of rule changes so that we're not disrupting the business lives of our members unnecessarily.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for taking the time today to share with us Alan, and have a great day.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.